Okay, Chaos, you think you're gonna remember some of the movie at least?
Nigga, no. What the? Oh
Okay,
wait.
okay,
Oh wait. I do.
okay. So I'm gonna start it. Okay, let a car pass by.
Hold
Give me a
on.
second to prepare.
There's a guy on a
Give me
bike.
a
Hold on. There's a guy on a
yeah.
bike.
Give me a
Hold on.
second. One, two, three. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Redacted. No more episodes. I fucked it up.
Welcome to another episode of
Bro,
Redacted.
No
No
that
more
more
was the get.
episodes.
That was the getaway driver. I tried to warn you.
Hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Redacted. No more. Today we have Chaos up there drinking. What was that, bro? Hot sauce.
Oh, the
Oh yeah,
bomb.
the bomb sauce, which I think Ash has been using a lot lately,
Yeah, I put
right?
it in everything.
Okay. And we also have Ash over there on the other side, and you have me, Naps. And today we're gonna be talking about.
Red. I don't know what we're talking about. Huh?
I'm sure Ash would agree.
I'm
Ash,
actually about to
the
open
best.
this and chug this. I'm about to open the bomb and chug this. I
I
can't believe we
dare
gotta
you.
talk about that
I
shit
just want to
movie.
see that. Come on, Chaos, do it. I just
Yo,
want
go
to
watch
see
I
that
that.
actually want to see
recording
that too.
on my channel, on my
No.
YouTube
You
channel.
gotta do it on
I did
here,
that.
man. Dude, 1 teaspoon and you were puking, man. What the fuck? I added 4 teaspoon on an already fucking
Nigga, you
2x
cooked
samyang.
it. You cooked it.
Yeah, but you're
I
kind of
did,
weak. I mean, you're kind of weak, Ash.
and it
I mean,
wasn't
you
a
had a cold for
teaspoon. I used
you
big
had like a
spoons.
cold
I
for
filled
like
it up.
3 years. You're kind of like a little weak boy, Ash.
Like you,
Maybe that's why.
Dude, weak
like
has
if you
nothing to
get,
do with
if you get,
spice. What the fuck?
like if you get AIDS, like you're gonna be sick for life, bro. Speaking
Forget
of
about it.
AIDS, The Eternal. What would you watch? Shang-Chi.
Mother, this dude. Okay,
Wrong
okay.
movie.
So yeah, so so yeah, like I said, we're gonna be reviewing and talking about the movie Shang-Chi from
Crunchy.
Marvel.
Crunchy.
Uh,
Can I
Crunchy.
Shang-Chi
just
and
say something? Can I say something before we start?
Trash movie?
Like
go ahead.
I've watched a lot. I watch a lot of movies. So does Ash. I don't know about Rock, but we both watched
Fuck
a
you.
shit ton of movies
Whatever.
and a lot of superhero movies, DC, Marvel. So I'm just gonna keep it in the current MCU as they call it, which is a pile of bullshit. But the current MCU, that may be the worst movie I've ever seen, and I haven't seen the Eternals yet.
Okay. Okay. Here we
Like this
fucking go.
hot steaming pile of shit. I know that they're doing different, like they do different races just to like include everyone. Like fucking Black Panther
But
got all the
yeah,
niggas hyped,
at least
and
have a
like
different
Crazy
story.
Rich Asians was like Crazy Rich Asians. All everyone I haven't seen it. Everyone loved it. All the Asian people loved it. So when I saw Shang-Chi, I'm like, okay, Mulan, I like this. And then I actually saw Shang-Chi.
And it was
And I was
fucking
like, what
trash.
kind of shit is this?
Yeah.
The main actor, trash.
No, dude.
His friend,
Forget about
trash.
actors. Forget about actors. Like,
The
people were
story
like,
too, yeah.
this movie is different. What's the movie? Oh, there's a guy. Oh, he's in a life crisis. Oh, and then he gets some superpower. Oh, he has some
Dude,
family-related problems. Oh,
these niggas worked at like they were the people that park your cars. Yet they bought a plane ticket all the way to where? Like Japan or Korea?
China.
To China. They bought a round trip plane ticket, and these niggas park cars for a living.
Yeah, that's the one thing that you can't believe about the movie. Them flying around and having dragons, that's totally
No.
believable. But
The other thing I
not
can't
flying
believe is that they chose this girl to play the second most important character, and she can't even act. I don't even know her name.
Aquafina. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was cringe.
She's
She was
water.
cringe.
She's
She
water.
was useless. Like, she had no use. You can literally take her out of
Like,
the movie,
yeah.
and it won't affect anything. Like, she
Yeah,
did
the movie
nothing
would still be ass without her.
Yeah.
But it's even more ass with her because literally every
Wait,
single thing she did ruined the scene. Like,
It's. I mean, it's
I
dumb.
can
It's
even
dumb.
have that, but the conversations, like, you are there having a fucking dinner with someone, and suddenly, like, all their conversations, like, they don't blend in together. They are just there for the force. Like, oh my god,
yep.
this girl is talking about life, and normally, like, if something bad happens to you, you are like, oh my god, I'm wasting my time on life. I need to spend some other stuff. She's opposite.
No.
She's like, oh, something fucking shit happened and I have to work, I have to become responsible because I might die anytime. Like, what the fuck kind of logic is that?
I mean, everybody does.
Yeah, but you don't fucking, like, let's say you will disappear one day. So are
Okay.
you going to waste your time being responsible, or are you going to do the stuff that you like?
I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah, that's what. And she's opposite. She's like, I should not do what I want. I should be responsible because I might disappear. Like, what kind of fucking logic is that? It was just
Well,
shoehorned
Hey, look,
in.
Ash.
man. Look, everyone's different. Okay.
No, no, no.
No,
Everyone's
Ash.
different, got it. But
Oh
this
my
was
god,
just like the
dude, you
main
broke it
point
out
of
really
this.
early today.
Like
You
the
broke
main
it out really early on this one.
the main point of the conversation was to say that, oh, we are the responsible ones. So there are better ways to do that. You don't
Oh
have to.
yeah, at the with the
Yeah.
couple,
Uh,
the couple dinner. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah, and you know what they wanted to do? They just wanted to have a reference that, oh my god, it is still connected to the MCU universe. And this is they wanna push in,
Bro,
like, oh, this happened in that timeline, and they
I
chose the
wish this
worst.
wasn't connected to the
Yeah,
MCU universe.
and this was the worst possible thing they can do to connect. Like, they
Look
just
at
wanna
they
shoehorn in a
they brought the fat
conversation.
guy. They brought the fat guy from fucking
Doctor
Strange,
Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
He's in everything. He's in fucking
Wong,
Spider Man.
Wong.
Now he's in this.
His name is Wong.
Like, what will he be in? The fat guy, the fat Asian guy, not
He has
the
a
fat
name. His
Asian
name is
guy.
Wong.
He's the fat guy. He's got a fucking Funko Pop. I seen it, and I was like, the fat guy. I ain't buying that. But, but now he
And he
literally.
had no
Oh my.
use. He was just there for them to, like, say that,
Well,
oh,
he
he's
was
going
fighting
to.
first. He was in a random ass fight
Yeah,
club.
and that didn't affect the plot either. It was just for
No.
him.
Wait. Before we get into that, I want to talk about that scene that Ash referred, which is like one of the first scenes of the movie. They're having a conversation with dinner with friends. I would say there's some forced comedy in that conversation. I agree with that. But yeah, but the thing was to like do some exposition that they knew each other from college and how they know each
Yeah,
other.
fuck that. I'm
That was
talking
kind
about
of
the main conversation that they had about responsibility. That was so fucking useless and did not make sense at all.
Man, everyone's different, man.
Dude,
Like,
fuck that
it made
different shit. This is movie. That different shit you can apply to
that
life
should
and
have been the name of our
movie that
podcast, dude. Everyone's different.
they.
Ah, we missed that opportunity, dude.
hey, we're so big time. We can change our name. Like, you can
Ash,
change your. I think you can change your YouTube name like 3 times.
Ash, I mean, I see. I didn't really get that vibe from that conversation. The way I saw it personally, it was like a little forced comedy conversation. I thought it was endearing a little bit. I mean, I didn't mind it. I enjoyed it actually.
These niggas that say endearing.
Cause yeah, it is. I mean, it shows it kind of shows the kind of humor the movie's gonna have, which I was fine with. For the most part, but I do get that it is a little forced.
What humor did the movie have? I
I
didn't
mean,
laugh.
it's the humor comes from the guy with which is the guy from King's Convenience. I seen that show. He's not bad in it.
Who?
And you gotta dude the main character guy. He's
Hey, that's all you gotta say. I don't know where he's from.
I forgot his name. But
Is
yeah,
he
but
is
him.
he actually that stiff of an actor? Like, everything he said sounded forced. Like,
No,
maybe that. I guess that's just the character, but
yeah, no, the problem is that he has done some decent acting, and that was in Kim's Convenience, which was kind of a, how should I say, family-oriented show with, but the main actors were
I've
the
seen it.
Well,
It's
parents.
not bad.
well,
Yeah.
I've
Marvel's
seen it.
Disney
It's
now.
not bad.
No, it was not a Disney show, but it was
I mean,
developed.
Marvel is, so he's pretty
Yeah,
fits in.
I mean, so they
Yeah,
thought
this.
that they actually want to piggyback the whole movie based on how famous Kim's Convenience got. So they thought, okay, he would be a good, like, good cast. Plus, he fit the dynamic. They were like, oh, we need a buffed,
And he could do martial arts, I
yeah,
guess.
Chinese
So,
guy, and
Yeah, and he can do
that.
martial
So
arts, which
yeah,
and
so
he does it in
yo,
a good way too.
it should just got Jackie Chan, honestly. Like, it would have been
Dude,
great,
Jackie Chan is like fucking 70 years old,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
CGI.
And
No,
he would have been
CGI shows
better.
like
He would have been
Irishman.
better,
Remember, Irishman showed Robert De Niro as a young guy at the start. They CGI'd his face and removed.
bro. Are you telling me if they had it? What if they had made the main guy Jackie Chan and the girl
Oh,
Chris Tucker? It would have been hilarious.
dude,
I would have laughed so much.
they could have chosen that guy who was in that movie. The what was that green? Shit, fuck, I forgot. The car one with Seth.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The green, yeah, with the limo. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. That
Some
guy.
shitty ass movie.
Yeah, but that guy could
Yeah,
fight as well and
did
better than
he?
Seth.
Did he? I don't remember if he actually talked in the movie.
Yeah, he talked.
He did. Okay,
Well,
yeah, but he fits the part better. I agree.
okay, so for me at least, I remember seeing that whole first conversation, and I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay. Uh, what really got me got my interest at first was the bus fight scene, which I still think is a pretty cool scene, especially
Oh,
in the Marvel universe.
Oh,
It's like one of
but you know
I
that
would say for
scene
an action
was.
film, it's
do
one
you
of
know
an action scene. It was one of the best I've
Yeah,
seen
but
from
it
Marvel.
didn't blend in
we're
again.
both
It
about
just
to kick your
happened
ass, man?
like uh,
Mm.
like normally it was just there. Oh, they were having a life. Suddenly, like they are involved in shit,
Yeah, it is very sudden.
and it just throws them into the fucking pit ball. And then they just they would just show them
Bro,
fighting, and suddenly it's a bus scene, and the bus is going off the rail, like how that
bro,
happens in like every fucking movie these
bro.
days.
You realize the first thing that happened when this guy starts walking up, he pulled out like a weapon, right? Or he started yelling something
No,
at the
he
main
was
guy.
like, I want
The
my
girl,
content.
yeah, the girl
He
was
drops
like,
the necklace.
"You
Yeah,
got the
he drops the
wrong,
necklace of the guy.
you got the wrong guy. He isn't who you think he is." That's what she sounds like to me.
Yeah,
And then he starts
See,
kicking his ass.
that's how she
She's
delivered it too, bro.
in every movie she's in. But yeah, then he starts doing all his kung fu, and she's like, "Oh my god, you known this nigga for like what 10, 15 years? You don't know this dude can fight? They've been friends since he came to America.
That's the whole point. That's the whole reveal of the scene. That's
He's
part
a
of it too.
terrible friend."
no, fuck that terrible
No,
Frenchie. It's like, what the fuck does fighting have to do with someone trying to mug you?
Yeah,
That scene was like, oh, I'm trying to mug.
yeah.
She's like, oh no.
what?
You
What do you
got
mean?
the wrong
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
He's
Like
not what
somebody
you're
was like,
looking
hey,
for.
hey, give me your wallet, and you're like, oh, you got the wrong guy. I cannot buy. Can you steal the wallet from someone?
No, no, no.
Bro,
But first of all, he didn't reach for a wallet. He reached for a spending, and
Yeah,
he
that's
asked like he
mugging.
knew.
He was trying to mug that guy. He was
but
like, give me
the
your
girl
10
didn't
rings
even
and I'll
know
pay
what
you
it
back.
was.
How
The
the
girl
fuck?
didn't even know what it was. So why was
Yeah.
she saying anything?
No, because Lou, you're breaking it out of sequence. She says it before the main character's like back away or whatever, and then the villain talks to him like he knows him, and then that's when she says that thing that you got the wrong guy. Dude, I agree. Her delivery was awful. I agree with it. Okay, but that scene itself, the
I don't,
choreography and
bro.
the whole setting of it, I
I
really liked it.
disagree. I disagree because every single person in that bus that wasn't involved in the fight is fucking stupid. These people are literally coming from the back of the bus to confront this guy who's in the middle, and for some reason, everyone else runs back to the back of the bus. Like, what the fuck?
they
And the bus driver gets
they
knocked
ran to the
out.
front of the bus, buddy, because the back was thrown off. Like he pushed that guy towards the
When
back.
the bus started breaking apart,
Yeah.
he had to literally hold them down. He had to hold them all down just so they could run back to the front. He had to hold the guy down. And this guy that was like recording it, like
Yeah,
he's not loyal. He was like, "I'm rooting for you, buddy." And then the guy pulls out his little sword thing, comes out, and he's like, "Oh, never mind."
No, he's like, oops, my bad. Look.
Like he has no support. You gotta like you rooted for him. Now you're just falling back. Fake friend.
yeah. And so the whole scene is pretty actually kind of long. The bus breaks in half, and
Yeah, it had a
there's a
lot.
lot of fighting.
But it
After a lot
shows
of
that
fighting,
he's more than a normal guy.
exactly. But he's not quite like
He's
superhero status.
But
He's not like
but
well,
superhuman or anything like
well,
that.
but
Iron Man also doesn't have any powers, and
but
he's considered a
Rogue,
Superman.
like they should at least put some work into the storyline. It was so fucking shit. Like there was literally nothing in the bloody story.
I mean, they
Uh,
had Pokemon.
no, no, no. I
You,
mean, no, I don't think the story was that shit, honestly.
dude,
Uh,
I'll tell you
and
the story, and tell me if it was like. Let me tell you the story. It's like, oh, some legendary fucking bullshit. A guy who's parking cars. A guy get attacked by some fucking people who wants to spend it. Suddenly realize he has to meet his family and oh my god, I have to do something. Then goes off to fucking place and then there's a war, shit happens. Movie ends. Pa.
Well, more did happen with that. He's met his auntie. He discovered that Pokemon are real. He battled
Ninetales.
a fucking
Yeah,
demon.
Ninetales was good.
It-
Ben Kingsley was good. That little mutt was good.
yeah, his friend became a hero.
no, wait. Let me answer Ash for a quick second. Ash, it's very easy to reduce any movie if you have that cynical attitude. I could reduce
Not true,
your shitty ass movie that you showed us the last time
Yeah,
to
I
like
called it
guy meets the
shitty. I called it shitty.
little
That's the
girl makes
difference.
this, and then he kills a lot of guys. The end. That's so stupid, dude, to
So
reduce it
I
like
said
that.
it was
Okay.
shitty, didn't I? I said that movie was shitty.
no.
Yeah, but you didn't
Oh, he did it.
reduce it like
Five out
that.
of
Like
ten. I give it five out of ten.
and then this. No, dude. Okay, if you have that attitude towards it, okay, especially from the beginning, of course, you're just gonna reduce it like that. But it doesn't. That's not true. The
Bro,
story is
look,
not
man,
that bad as you
bro,
painted
bro.
it.
Ash is a experienced movie watcher. He doesn't go in with that attitude. That's just how he is in life. But when he watches
Bro,
movies, when he watches TV shows, he's free. Okay, he goes in with hope. He doesn't have hope in real life, but when he watches movies and anime,
Yeah.
TV shows, he has hope.
bro,
He believes
this
that it would
mother,
be good. He believes in
dude,
you, and you let him down. Okay, you let us
this
all
dude.
down.
No, no, no. This dude showed us the same movie twice, like a director's cut of the same movie.
Yeah,
It was
but the
literally the
difference
same
was I
shit.
have not seen both the movies. I watched it the first time with you guys.
See,
But
he had hope. He
you're
trusted. He
Yeah.
trusted. Wait,
which
man.
means which means you're attracted to the same kind of stupid movie.
No, I didn't even look. I was like, okay, this movie looks good from the poster, so I selected it. That's how I
Yeah, see,
went.
that's what a proper movie watcher does.
I
They
didn't
don't
even
watch
look at the
trailers. They
synopsis.
don't ask people. They just go off the poster. Your dumbass probably like saw a commercial and was like, "Oh my god, Shang-Chi!" That's probably you. Like us, we just look at
No, dude.
posters. Like, okay,
Uh, I'm gonna be honest. The way that I found it is I was on Disney Plus one day, and then I saw it. And I was like,
oh my god,
"Oh, right,
who the
that
fuck
movie
here has
exists."
Disney Plus?
Rook,
Me?
fucker
Yeah.
lives on
Yeah,
food stamps
you.
and has the money to waste for Disney Plus. Like, tell me about
It's
it.
only like it's only like 10, 12
That's
bucks or something
that's
like
a
that. It's
lot of
super
money,
cheap.
man. That
Yeah,
may not be much for you, but that's a lot to for a lot of people.
yeah, man.
Like for
For
you, 10, 12 bucks, that may be nothing, man.
yeah,
But
that was my weekly budget. Sometimes
yeah,
bi-weekly. I used to
bro, you know,
spend that much on food.
$10, $12, I can do a lot with that, man. Like,
Yeah,
but
man.
hey,
Okay.
you keep it on your Disney. What'd you say, Plus? Disney Plus. Keep it on your
Yeah.
Disney Plus,
Disney
man.
Yeah,
Plus.
I can get like what 20 packets of ramen and can live for 20 days with that much money.
We're glad you're so rich, man.
I,
Congratulations. Like I don't
I'm
even know why you
privileged
have
on.
food stamps.
Yeah, apparently, I'm privileged and on food stamps, which is great. Okay, okay, but at the start of the movie, at least we get some story with the main
The,
guy, which is like
oh,
immortal guy.
the 10 rings, the daddy.
Yeah, the Mister. I want
Well,
my wife back
well,
because my
Yeah,
wife
I
died.
Disneyland
actually,
daddy.
I was that part did touch me. Like when he gave up all the violence for her.
Of
Like
course,
he
you did,
saw
you
her.
simp.
It was like love at first sight. Everything changed. Started a family.
Okay.
Gave it all up, but life isn't that simple. Sometimes you
I
can't always get what you
I
want.
kind of wish they had like more complicated part, like instead of just keeping the
Love is
main.
complicated.
No, fuck love, man. It is whatever, yeah. But I was like, they could have worked on the story a bit to make it different because they had scope. They have a lot of potential with the characters. They just failed to utilize it.
Is this they have comics for this, right? Or is this
Yeah,
like a
Yeah,
the the
yeah.
the thing
so
is
did
that
they
the two different approaches. DC works too much and put too much shit into the movie and they fuck it up. Marvel keeps the story too simple and fuck it up. That's the
except
change.
for Green Lantern. Except for
You know
Green Lantern.
what?
They put
There's
nothing in that.
Yeah.
there's something about the movie that makes it very simple to digest, right? And it's because they went for the tone of like fantasy, fun, kind of
Uh,
lighthearted movie,
it was a
and
race
It was
movie.
so
not
It was
fun.
a race movie.
no, no,
It's
no,
just like the Black Panther.
no. In
It's
Black
all
Panther,
Black
well,
Panther
yeah.
was not good, man. It was all about black people
If
just
I
being
if I
black and
wanted to
conquering.
watch a show about Chinese people, I would rather watch American Dragon Jake Long because that shit
Dead
has a
ass.
story.
American Dragon. American Dragon. Yo,
But
that was a great
no,
show. We should have watched that
my
instead.
point
I think they had a movie.
my point is that the tone of the movie, I mean, like it has some stuff, it has some conflict that they could explore in a deeper meaning, right? And it would have changed the tone of the movie into something way more serious. And I think they didn't
Okay.
want that. They
So
just made
what?
it like a lighthearted, fun
It,
movie,
it
fantasy
wasn't
movie.
really.
You know,
I don't think it was really lighthearted though. Like
it
they could.
was. There's really no really deep emotional problems or like there's supposed to be story wise on paper. You could make something
A
out of that,
failed
but
dad,
the
there were
way
I
the movie
guess.
problems. There were
approached it,
problems. A
I
failed
guess they
dad
could.
who's focusing on a dead mom while not paying attention to his
Yeah.
kids, and then
And
finally
how
gets the
about his
kid,
daughter?
and so
How
many
about
people.
this?
And so many people ended up dead, and guess what? Nobody gives a shit about them.
Well, fuck them. They're not Asian.
Yeah.
But hey, what about the sister being a dumbass? She's like, I sat at that stone for 6 years. You never showed up, bitch.
yeah,
You should have known after like 2 days I wasn't coming back. I left the country.
you should have
Like,
known within the hour. Like he's
uh,
not coming back.
also, are we gonna ignore the fact this? I don't know when this came out, but literally, I told you, Ash, while I was watching it. This nigga, this is literally fucking Ra's al Ghul and his kids. Like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, that had more depth to it. Like Ra's al Ghul was actually a fucking character, had principles, had
Yeah.
something. This guy was just a wannabe fucking. I lived for thousands of years.
Hey,
I want
bro.
my wife back.
Hey, I don't even know who Ra's al Ghul's wife is. He's like, fuck that bitch. This guy, this guy.
Dude, Ra's al Ghul was like, fuck my kids. I just wanna fucking do what I want. Do you fucking die?
Well, I guess back to the point. He's like a fucking super ninja. He's got a whole like super secret super secret group that's giant. Somehow we've
Hmm.
never heard of them once. Like
No,
whoever fucking Nick
supposedly,
Fury doesn't know about them.
no, dude. Supposedly they were behind 9/11. Supposedly they were behind every terrorist act or like every good act and
I'm
terrorist act.
so
I don't know
sorry.
behind everything.
I'm so sorry, Iran. We blamed you
It was just
all
It
those
was
years
them.
ago.
cunt.
I did not know it was actually China.
Yep, it was that guy with his 10 rings, fucking messing everything up. But
But
yeah, I mean
go ahead.
that intro. When I saw that intro, it seemed very. See, at least for me, the whole
Give you
movie
hope.
seems it's very simple. No, no. Even when I saw the first intro, like the story, it's like very simplified and very easy to like straight to
Digest.
the point. It's like
So why fucking have a movie?
it's
Like, is it too hard? Like, is that movie's requirement is this is only for the dumb people who cannot watch the fucking movie and understand shit? So we're gonna
Bro,
oversimplify it and shove it down your throats so that you can understand it. We're gonna make it a fucking simple movie, which
I'm
is
telling
just
you,
giant, big nothing.
bro.
You're
I'm
gonna come
telling you.
off with nothing, gonna come in with nothing, and that's all you're gonna get. Is that what you want, Rook? Is that what's the target audience? The
Well,
fucking
bro,
nothing for fucking dumb ass people.
bro. I'm telling you. This is all about race. This was about promoting Asians as heroes.
They did
even
a
though he
very
didn't get
bad
any
job.
power.
They,
Like I said, it's the same thing as Black Panther. They promoted black people as heroes by having them save everything. They had this little tiny ass village in the middle of nowhere in another world of Pokemon, and they made them heroes. This is all about a race thing. Like if what's his face hasn't died, I'm pretty sure the second Black Panther would have been a lot better than whatever the fuck they're making now. But it's all about as long as this guy doesn't die. I think if they do make a second movie or whatever he's
you
in
know,
next, he'll be better. But
I, what I would have preferred is if you're gonna have a storyline simple, at least flesh out your characters.
I mean, one of them is like, "Hey guys, I've been his best friend for 30 years, and I don't know
That's a
shit
whole
about
fucking
him."
nonsense. Like if you gonna ask what are you, he's like I have been his friend for 30 years. That's her whole fucking thing. That's her whole fucking
Literally,
personality. I am a
look,
friend.
I know you're going to go.
I
Why are you going to China?
yeah.
Tell me.
And then yeah, the other is
I'm
like
actually an
I
assassin.
am the sister and I don't get along with my brother, but suddenly I'm going to get along. That's the other gig. And then the main guy's like I am the dad who's not as a not who cannot be a good villain, who cannot be a good dad, who's just a giant fucking
Oh,
nothing
I
character.
wouldn't say he's a villain.
He's nothing.
Like
He's basically nothing. Even the
he's just a
dragon.
man who
Yeah,
fell
yeah.
in love and lost his heart,
You know,
man.
this
He's
reminds
not
me
a
of
bad guy. He's not a
I
villain.
completely forget about the naming sense. That fucking thing. Dweller of Darkness. What the fuck is that? Is that what you
It's the
call
fucking
me?
boogeyman.
Yeah.
It's the fucking
Like, what would
boogeyman.
be a
Like
better name?
your
Dweller
wife is
of
still
Darkness.
alive, boy. She's in this place. Come over here.
Dweller
Let
of
her out.
Darkness. Like,
Yo,
what the fuck?
it's fucking Pennywise. Hey, Ten Rings holder. You want your wife? Come get it. Come get it. And he keeps pulling it in. Yo,
Bruh,
I like
fucking.
that concept actually. I like the concept that they're using his own like fear or his own guilty conscience against him to whisper him.
Like,
They
we have
whisper to
never
him
seen that
to get
before,
him in.
right? That's pretty unique. That's
Who's
something that.
saying
but
that?
but why
Nobody's saying
wouldn't
that it's unique, dude.
Like, you
Nobody's
call it a
saying
bro?
that.
concept.
But
Why
you
would
do
that be
realize
nothing? I,
this is a Marvel
It
movie.
is a
Why would
concept,
it?
you dumbass. I didn't say it was an original concept though. You added that part.
Why wouldn't he do that to fucking Thor? Why wouldn't he do it to fucking Thanos when he
Thor
came to
wouldn't
Earth?
fall for that shit, dude. Unless it
Bro,
was
it's a
Odin's
mental
voice.
it's a mental thing. It's just hearing the voice over and over. This nigga could do it to anyone on Earth. That's what they said. They said he does this all the time. He goes to people that are strong and tells them to come over here, and then we kill them. These old people in the village kill them. This dude could have done it to anyone, and he chose some random ten ring dude no one's heard about.
yeah, and
You
dude
know
was
what
pretty
though?
useless. Like, I
I don't know.
found him nothing.
Now that it's true that they whispered to him and you have rings in the titles. That's exactly what Sauron did to anybody who had the ring in Lord of the Rings. He whispered to them to become evil or like to bring him to the. So they pretty much ripped that off. I think.
And actually the ring too. Because
That's what I
anyone
said,
that's
dude.
no
Because there's
no
ten of them.
the
Okay.
movie The Ring. You know the
Oh, the oh, the one with the
Not-
little girl.
yes, she did the same thing. 7
Oh
days,
yeah,
calling them up. Six
she.
days. Hey,
That's true, dude. Apparently, if you match up rings, you gotta have something like that to match it in the back. I don't
yo,
know,
what other movies had rings with them?
but yeah, I mean that whole story. I felt it simply, it's simple. Like I said, it was very simplified, and the whole movie, I would say, is like that. What I did like about the movie is the action scenes, the fighting scenes. I thought they were pretty good. The choreography in the fighting scenes.
This reminds me. When he was fighting his dad, they did the same slow motion thing that they did with his wife. So I was like, what the fuck are they trying to show? Is the dad going to fuck his kid or what?
Oh, he
Well,
well, he probably could have, honestly.
Yeah, fucking use this shit, man. You know,
But his kid is Damian Wayne.
man, what a fucking trash movie,
uh,
man. Fuck that movie.
no, and then I remember that they go to the club then where they meet the sister. I thought the club was
Close
gonna
up.
look better.
Yeah,
It,
Well, I
it
mean,
was
I was like, they are going to have something in it, but it was nothing. Oh my god, man! Why the fuck did you make us
Well,
watch this movie? The
this
more
is
I
her
talk about
business.
it, the more I
Look,
hate it.
look, guys. She's an entrepreneur. She's an entrepreneur. That's her business. Why are you mocking it? Give constructive criticism to her. The way she
No,
can
dude. You
improve
know,
it. That's how
in
she makes
this
her
case, I'm not.
livelihood.
No, no.
That's
In
her
this case,
job.
I'm not mocking the scenario and the scene. What I'm mocking is what it looked
That
like.
a
It
strong,
looked like some.
independent woman has a thriving business, and she
Oh,
don't need
No, it
no
looked like.
man. And you're trying to make it
oh,
something else.
one more thing. Like, if somebody asks you that you have to fight something, the first thing you do is okay, you agree to it. Like, you met a random stranger who's like, oh, you're the bus dude. Hey, we want you to fight someone, and he's like, let's go along. Yeah, yeah. Like, you motherfucker,
Like
you
a
don't give a
super. He's
shit.
a super. He knows how to fight.
Yeah,
He
but
knows how to fight. Like I'm pretty sure he's confident in his skill. Even though that
and
was like his first fight, the bus fight was his first fight, and who knows how long. No
That's
rust at
true.
all, but
No rush, bro. No
he's
rush.
man, what a
he's
fucking
obviously very
tragedy this
confident.
was.
No
And you
warm
know,
up. No warm up
Chaos War,
needed.
But
I gotta agree
but
with you.
how?
Probably the worst Marvel movie. Giant Nothing. Yeah,
Oh
you're
Yeah.
my
right.
god.
Well,
You
how
guys
are we
are
not
really
gonna? No,
exaggerating this.
no, we're
You guys
not.
are
Dude,
assholes.
tell me a
But
worst.
hey,
Tell me a Marvel movie that is bad, or
hold
like
on.
worse than
Before we
this.
get to that, before we get to
Ash,
that,
that's the next
before we get
topic, dude, okay? Stop jumping the fucking gun like always.
but before we get to that, do you remember the when he first enters his mother's world when he goes through like all the trees and shit? First of
Yeah.
all, why don't you
Oh,
just
yeah,
set them on fire? Yo, why don't you just set it on fire first of all? And the crazy guy that was in being held captive, but
dude,
and
that,
so
okay,
when they went into the world, I was like, there's literally Pokemon were there. Like I was like, oh my god, you can see them all. Like
dude, you know what's funny? You said setting the forest on fire. That forest was alive. So if you set it on fire, it would have probably
woo!
screamed like, ah!
Yo, it turns into those Lord of the Ring trees.
See that? See, those ideas are great, but it wouldn't turn it into a whole different movie. It wouldn't be a lighthearted fantasy movie. It would be like a weird
Dude,
fucking movie
what's
like
your
you guys
fucking
want.
What
obsession
I
with
don't know.
happened?
light-hearted? It was like you can have a light-hearted shit. Mulan was light-hearted. It has so much fucking story in
Mul-
it.
the
No,
Mulan movie
bro.
was
Are you
ass.
kidding
Don't
me?
even say. Did you
I'm
see
talking
the
about the
Mulan
animated
movie?
movie.
Okay, the animated. If you're talking about the live action one, was ass.
It
I
I
wasn't
haven't seen the live
lighthearted.
action. Fuck that live
It
action.
wasn't lighthearted. The animated movie wasn't lighthearted.
Oh,
They went through
bro.
like a deep.
I saw Bambi's mother killed.
yeah,
I saw Simba's
that killed.
father murdered by his
Okay,
brother.
Exactly.
So
Exactly, dude.
hey, and
What I'm
look,
trying to say is,
I,
this movie is more lighthearted than Bambi because in Bambi
bro,
at least it shocks you
yeah,
a
but
little
it's
bit, but in
not
this movie
yo,
light-hearted.
doesn't.
Dude,
I want to
Mulan
see
was
a pair.
light-hearted. Mulan had story. Mulan had everything. Like, you know,
Yo,
you can
Why
find.
are you
have
comparing it
light-hearted.
to
Bro,
Mulan, you racist bastard? Why do you gotta
I
go to
told you
Mulan?
it's
Oh, the
about
other movie
race.
with Chinese
This
people.
Yeah,
movie is about race,
yeah.
bro.
This is
Like,
about.
did you
Yeah, this
like
is Disney trying to show, hey, we
like
are
if they
friendly.
made
We are 2022. We gotta make a movie out of you.
like you saw the if they make a woman, what was it, the fucking Black Widow? I wouldn't really count her, but Black Widow, Captain Marvel. It's so much stuff about them being
Bro.
women, not
Yeah.
really about
Mm.
them just doing that. Like it's a lot of stuff they're just
Do
throwing
it
in there
properly. Do it
because
properly.
it's
Like
an issue.
Mulan.
Yeah,
Again, I'm gonna bring Mulan. She was a
not the
better.
live
They
action.
did not the live action, yeah, and
Yes,
they
we don't
did a
talk
better
about it.
fucking job than Marvel is doing. They have a light-hearted movie, promoted Chinese culture, promoted women, and that was Mulan, the animated movie.
Yeah.
Look at
You know,
and
if there
as
was
a
a
result, we have
if
progressed. We have gotten to a point where these fucking lazy
Eh,
ass cunts are
no
pushing out fucking giant balls of
hipster
no
material.
alert. Put
no
up the hipster alert, dude.
if they made a movie about fucking Indians, do you know how cringe it would actually be? Because it wouldn't be about the hero. There'd be a bunch of Indian references.
Yeah.
Granted, it's in India, but it'd
Oh,
be all
dude,
about just making Indians the top
I
of the
saw
tank
one. I saw one. No, it
on
wasn't
Netflix.
Indians. No, 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 no. Though I did see the ones that you guys recommended. What was it called? The guy that that gets away with like
Oh,
murder or
Drishyam,
something like that.
the Tabu one.
Yeah, that movie I like. That
The
was actually
cop,
I actually
Yeah.
enjoyed that
Oh, the
movie.
Drishyam
Uh,
one. Yeah,
the
the boss
cop.
cop.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, no, but the one that I'm talking about is a saw kung fu movie. I forgot with a little karate guy that was really famous for a while, and the movie was all about elephants. And I think it was in India or Thailand or some shit like that. It's some place related that looks like India. Okay,
Ongbak,
so
Ongbak. That's it.
I don't know. Dude. Okay, I know I should get off this because I don't remember the.
Ongbak. Yeah, that was the one with elephants, and it was a Thai movie.
Yeah,
Indian saying Thai. Like what the fuck?
dude. I see
Racist.
elephants every time I see elephants. I think India. I'm sorry.
See, and
It's
that would be in
Southeast
if they
Asian from
made
Street
To
if
be
Fighter.
they
honest,
made an
to
Indian
be honest, to
superhero,
Rook, there
there'd be
is
elephant.
to be honest, to Rook, there was a recently elephant-related movie which was Hathi Mere Sathi.
Yeah, and
Okay.
guess what? That elephant would be in the Marvel movie if they made one about Indians. An Indian
Okay.
born and raised in Mexico with his sidekick an elephant. Like what the fuck? I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, the movie, I did enjoy when they were trading and the guy kept taking the arrows away from the annoying friend. I was like, yeah, don't let her do it. And then she ended up saving everybody with the last arrow she had.
Let me tell you some. I enjoy, like I said, I enjoy the fighting. I also enjoyed the part where when they meet the guy that was from Iron Man, the guy that played the Mandarin. Uh,
Who?
and then they find it. Isn't it the guy that's the Mandarin, right? That was the guy that played the Mandarin, and he has a little pet, his little Pokemon pet. Uh, that whole part of the movie, I
Ben
started
Kingsley. He's
liking it
talking
again.
about Ben Kingsley.
Yeah,
Who the,
yeah. When Ben,
who the fuck are you talking about?
we're
Ben
talking about Ben
Kingsley,
Kin.
the guy
Yeah,
who
Ben
was
Kingsley.
with
There
the
you go.
mutt, the one who was saying like I'm an
Oh,
alien.
yeah. Okay.
He was in
There.
like Iron Man 3. He was the guy playing the Mandarin.
Yeah, exactly.
That
The
was
Mandarin.
that was literally the worst Iron Man movie. Why would I remember that shit?
To be honest,
Ah,
I had to think. I'm like, I have seen this guy. Then I remembered, oh yeah,
no, no,
that's
yeah.
what it
He's the
was.
guy from the Iron Man movies. Yeah.
And
But anyway,
you fucking tell me, fucking Samuel Jackson doesn't know he's there?
Samuel Jackson
no,
knows
no, no.
nothing, buddy. Samuel Jackson
Yeah, he's
is a Nick
trash.
Fury who's in charge of being a secret agent and knows literally nothing. Like he's
So
every time
so
he's like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know
so
that.
the
Oh,
only
I
thing he
didn't know
knows is
that.
that Captain Marvel is a hero. That's all he knows. He just got her phone number. He don't know shit.
Okay.
This is why they
The,
made a movie called Black Panther, so black people have someone to look up to, because Nick Fury's he's got one number on his phone, and it's a white woman.
uh, the one thing that I like about, like I said, I like the part when they introduce Ben Kingsley and the little animal. It's because he makes he finally in the movie there's like a funny sidekick that has like more
Oh,
subtle
the
humor.
only person who can
Oh,
act in
it
this,
Like
sounded
Aquafina.
the
it
only
sounded
person,
natural. It sounded
Yeah.
natural,
the only
like it
person
was
in the
coming out.
movie who speaks English and can act was Ben Kingsley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It's like
yeah,
I finally okay.
Like they were
Exactly.
like,
That's what I
okay,
like about
we
them.
gotta throw one good actor in this giant pile of crap.
yeah. Because everything he came out didn't sound forced.
Yeah.
It was
Hmm.
delivered
Oh,
perfectly.
and this reminds me the grandma. She didn't
Yeah,
speak. She didn't have much part, but she acted better than all the other actors in the movie.
sure. Like
I
literally, if they had put Jackie Chan in there, I would have enjoyed the movie a lot more.
Yeah. Jackie Chan
well,
can
if
do
we,
funny stuff. He can fight, and he can.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Okay, see, the main problem with Marvel movies, we've said it before, they force comedy on there,
Yeah, and
and
they
this
have
was just
shitty
a bad.
storyline. They have shitty
Yeah,
generic storyline where starts with, oh, there is a character, he has some problems, and then villain comes in, and then the whole fight with the villain is just a giant big therapy session, and at the end everything gets resolved and he moves on. That's all the Marvel movies have been.
yeah, and
And
pretty
villain
much
and
this
villain,
was just a bad acting
yeah,
choice.
and
They did a bad job at
yeah,
choosing their
and
actors for
villain
this,
does not get fleshed out at all. They don't develop the villain. They don't show multiple
unless they're
sides of.
funny. Unless they're funny,
Yeah.
Loki.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
you're
reason they
gonna
did it was
you're gonna
to.
tell me Thanos is not fleshed out, bro. I mean,
No.
not in this. He is okay. He is okay, and but
Okay,
in
he
this
was in
Thanos was
Guardians
not
of
situation,
the
the villain.
Galaxy. He was in
Thanos was
Guardians
the
of the
good guy.
Galaxy.
Thanos
He
was
got
the
his
good
ass
guy.
kicked. He came back in
uh,
the whatever Avengers Infinity
Endgame.
whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
He barely won, and then he came back and got killed, and then he came back again and got killed again.
But you know, like Thanos, I would say was, yeah, you can call him a villain, and he was fleshed out, but
Well, I wouldn't
not
say
to
he's
a
a villain.
certain extent.
I wouldn't say he's a villain. Okay, he's
Yeah,
just
yeah, he's a
misunderstood. Like
good guy. He's
he's
a
okay,
got
well, you know
goals.
what?
He's got
Dude,
goals,
okay,
man. Like follow
dude,
your
let's say
dreams.
this.
Okay.
Let's say this for the other topic. That's just gonna be like about it. But
But yeah, this
Yeah,
let's
movie,
take
like
let's
the
move on.
villain.
Let's move on. We'll just end it with the rating. Shang-Chi, a fucking giant ball of crap. I'm gonna give it 3 out of 10. Fuck this movie.
Bro, you love Asian women.
Yeah, but I don't like this shitty movie. I don't give a fuck. I am like, just because a movie has Asians does not mean I'm gonna fucking like it.
You
It's
gotta give it a
just,
little a half for them.
yeah, I gave it
dude,
3. That's just for that.
let me ask you something, Ash. Okay, and you need to calm your tits down because you're like triggered. Okay, for some fucking reason. Try to be a little objective and a little bit, charitable. Okay.
Charitable, yeah.
Didn't you think at least the fight? Dude, shut the fuck up and let me
No.
finish. Can
But
didn't you?
before you start, Ash is like an official movie watcher. Okay, like
Oh,
he knows.
get off his dick, okay, dude. You are you're such an asshole. You're just making it worse. Ash, okay. Let me ask you this: didn't you think that at least the fight scenes were cool, or
Only
like the fights?
look, I would say that that fight scene in the bus, that was somewhat good, but nothing.
Somewhat good. This motherfucker. This
It,
3 out of 10
it,
motherfucker. This
he's
three
not
out of 10
wrong,
somewhat good
No, the
motherfucker.
thing is
Dude,
that,
that
bro.
was
He's not
great.
wrong,
you
It's a
have
bro.
to
good scene.
look.
It wasn't.
They
It
have
wasn't.
budget, they have fucking giant big budget, they have money, they have resources, they have tools, and they have so many fucking things, and if they are going to do that kind of stuff, you have to put that into account for. Like,
Okay.
there are
And
like other countries can make fucking 20 movies in that budget, and with 20
well,
times the storyline that this movie had. Like, this movie can
but
be written in a
even
piece of paper, and it will have the storyline for 2 of them. That's how fucking
but
dense
even
it
if
is.
let's just say this budget was really small,
Yeah.
the scene wasn't that good. Like it was okay. It was a nice little intro to okay, he can fight, but it wasn't like wow. Like none of the fights for me were like
Yeah.
wow.
Like, if you're
They're
I
going
just
to,
like
I
okay,
I
like
I liked it.
like
I
if
like.
no,
bro,
look,
forget
one
it.
more thing.
We know you liked it, bro. We know.
If you're gonna make a movie that is going to promote, let's say, a particular part of community or a different race or something, then at least put some effort in. Like, I'm not talking about
Holy shit.
anything, but put some
This.
Yo,
effort in the story.
hey, what came first? So it was Black Lives Matter, and then it was Stop Asian Hate, right?
Yeah,
I see which one Marvel cares about more.
yeah, BLM. They don't give a shit
No,
about Asians.
listen,
Fuck them.
listen. Since you two are fucking assholes that are just like
I, I haven't even
unbearable
given my
people.
rating yet. I haven't even given my
Up,
rating yet.
shut
Okay,
up. Since you two, since you two have been shitting on this movie, which is not bad at all, from the start, like it's the worst piece of shit in cinema history. I gotta contrast it because I liked it, and I like the fighting scenes. And the first thing that I like about the bus scene is that I like the guy's movement. The movements are like pretty fluid. It has some parkour elements to it. It has some great camera shots to it. It's a great scene in terms of action scene. Story wise, yeah, you can say whatever is
Dude,
shit, but as its
Spider-Man
own
2.
thing,
Spider-Man 2 had better scene than that. Dr. Octavius fighting Peter Parker in the movie Train, and that movie had less budget, less resources,
no,
and that was so
dude.
fucking
Well,
OP.
that's the okay.
hey,
You know what?
Rock, can I ask you something? What is another great fighting scene that you've seen? Any type of movie.
And
Any
in
type
any
of
type
movie.
of movie,
Yeah, you
dude,
said
there's
this
too
was
many
great.
to
You said
mention.
this
Yeah.
was great. So just give me one. Another one that you think is great. I need
That
to know
okay.
if like everything's great for you or like you're like
No, 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 no,
selective.
no, 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 no. It's great because it's like martial arts. In terms of another scene that, like the one that Ash mentioned in Spider-Man movie, I love that scene. And I think that's a
He
great
just
scene too.
mentioned it. He just
And
mentioned
then
it. Don't use
okay,
it. Off the
in
top.
terms of like martial arts scene, I think like I think it was Super Cup by Jackie Chan, where he's training the
Dude,
he
look,
goes into
dude,
the training ground.
it's all right.
You're,
Like Asian movies, like all the Hong Kong movies with Jackie Chan and all, they have great action
yeah,
scenes. Let's just
yeah.
bring it. Like since this was more kind of like a Hollywood kind of action, so we'll just talk with some action that they kind of do. So let's talk about only Hollywood action because the
Okay,
Asian
yeah,
action,
no,
all
Yeah.
of those scenes are better than this.
yeah,
Because
that's
it
why
feels bad
it
for
was
you
a
to
really broad
compare.
question. It was a
Well,
really broad question, so I'm glad that
well,
you specified it a little
you
bit.
just compared Jackie Chan in that movie to this dumpster fire.
Yeah.
So let's get
Because
you
it's
more
martial
specific.
arts. It's a
Okay,
martial arts
let's
scene,
do okay.
action movie scene.
American
Just because an Asian guy is fighting on
American
screen,
martial.
does not make it martial arts.
That's your second strike, bro. Let's give you okay. American
Yeah.
action. Let's go.
Okay,
That you think is great
I
because
can
you
only
use it a
compare
lot.
it to. See, if it's not gonna be related to martial arts, then it's got to be related to the Marvel universe. And when I think of other Marvel universe
Ah,
scenes,
just
uh,
great. Just great. Just
what?
something you think is great. That's
Yeah.
all I'm asking. Something you think is great. It doesn't matter if it's
Which?
martial art. It's gotta be some sort of fighting, obviously,
Yeah.
but martial arts or Marvel or whatever. Go ahead.
But I brought up the Super Cup one, and Ash was like, "No, no, 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 that doesn't count."
Well,
So
we said
what?
American. He said American to be more specific because
Yeah.
you're kind of shitting
Because
on
you're
Jack.
going to
Yeah,
bring in the Asian scenes, and even the low budgeted Asian movies have better action scenes than what was in
yeah,
the bus fight. So that's why.
definitely.
Yeah.
So come on. What is because you say great a lot. So I just want to know what else is
It's just
great.
a general term I use for when I like something. Okay, uh,
Wouldn't that be
let me
good? Okay, great. Okay, great. Go ahead.
let
So,
me let me think. I'm trying to think of other Marvel movies because it's the only reference that's close enough.
oh,
And there's no
so
really.
Marvel is great for you. Okay, that's
No,
all we
no,
need.
no.
To know. Hey, that's all we need to know, really.
It is.
You got such a. I would normally. It's like what's it called with something so small? It's like he's like his point of view or like what he's seeing, his eyesight, what he's seeing right now. It's so limited. It's like it's in a bubble. He's in a Marvel bubble.
Oh,
Because when he thinks
yeah.
of great, he can only think of
dude,
Marvel.
dude, fuck that.
No.
Neo versus that Agent Smith. Oh,
Okay, I
that
wasn't
was
a
Yeah,
fan,
that's
but
the.
that
okay.
was even better than this.
But
No, 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 no. It, actually, no.
we're not asking
Dude,
him. We're
no, no.
asking
It's
you.
not a better scene. I mean, mm. And it's really hard for me, at least, to compare
It was
one
done
scene to
better.
another.
It was done
No,
better.
no.
It
It's
was built up.
no, no,
Like
no.
the
Chaos,
final battle was built up.
Chaos, you have seen Equilibrium, right?
Yeah.
That had better action scenes.
Oh, okay. I can think of one. I can think of the one by Jet Li and a
Okay.
couple of Jet Li movies.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck, man.
I see
Uh,
your the actors you're choosing are kind of all well, oh, let's
What's
go.
martial arts? It's martial arts, dude. Okay,
I mean,
and
Yeah,
there's
but what
plenty
happened in
of
Bus was not
non.
martial arts. It was just two guys fighting. That's the main point I was trying to make. Why
He's not wrong.
just because an Asian guys are fighting does not mean it's martial arts. Like
Yeah,
what Korean movies do is not martial arts.
dude, what the fuck
They
are you
just
even
brawl.
talking about? You're so
They
triggered.
just
You're so
brawl.
fucking triggered. You're not even making fucking sense. Of course, it's martial arts. That's what sets this movie apart from all the other Marvel movies in terms of fighting. It's not the same kind of fighting as superheroes blowing shit up. This one is more fist to
what's
fist martial arts.
his
It's
face?
relevant.
Isn't that what Hawkeye does when he doesn't have arrows? And
That's not martial
Black
arts.
Widow too. Black Widow too.
I mean, close range combat. Yeah, I would say Black Widow.
Dude,
Yeah, she does
Captain
more
America, he
martial
has the
arts.
fucking shields. When shield
Yeah,
gets on,
him
he
too.
throws
Fine, but
punches.
it's not the same kind of martial
I
arts.
mean, you just said, oh, because they're not Asian.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I never said that. Okay,
You haven't said a lot of stuff. We understand. It's
it's
okay.
just
Wink,
you two
wink.
are fucking ganging up on me like assholes. But okay, you know what? I can take it. I can take it. Okay, I like the movie and I'll defend it. And I like the action films. I'll defend what I like about the movie
What's your
and what
rating?
I
your rating for the movie. Actually, get back on
My rating for the my rating for the movie will be a 6 out of 10.
track. Okay, that's nice. Okay,
Yeah, chaos. Go ahead.
6 is actually considered average, not
It's
great.
a bit above average. I would just say it for
No,
me. Because I,
5 is terrible. 5 is terrible.
no, fight is like neutral. You're kind of neutral about it. You know,
So you're
4 would be
saying
like
you gave it
yeah.
a 6, even though you've been saying great so much about this movie.
Yeah,
I
this
just
bitch
said that about
fucking
the
told
bus
me it
scene.
was good. I
You guys are
trusted his
conflating
opinion.
everything that I say.
I did
Trusted his
what?
opinion. I came with the expectations, and the movie was fucking nothing. It pissed me off.
Me too. You've been talking about this movie for months,
Yeah.
actually. So I was like, hey, maybe he knows what he's talking about. I shouldn't have listened to myself. That's why I gave this movie a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, good. 4 out of 5 is
Oh,
good.
sorry, out of 10. Out of 10. Sorry.
I was like, what the fuck? What happened? All this time.
I I had my music ratings in my head. That's why I said 5. A 4 out of 10. Look, the acting subpar. The scenes subpar. Even the story subpar. The best thing about it was I saw a Pokemon.
Oh, now since we are done, so to sum it up, my rating was 3.5, Chaos's rating was 4, and Rogue's rating is 6.